What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Faking Sports, man. Oklahoma Sooners get the job done in impressive fashion. Impressive. Them boys, man, them boys was. I want to also give it up to the coaching staff, first and foremost. If you guys paid attention, they ran the football very well. On first down at that. I don't know when it got into Ben Arbuckle. Hopefully it was Brent Venables in his ear telling him, hey, I want to run the football. We're going we're gonna get into it though, man. Very well. Let's see. I'm also going to be answering y'all's questions, man. So go ahead, hop down the chat, send me some stuff, man. Let's have a conversation about how this game went. Let me go ahead and start with. So as I go through this, guys, I'm going to go through my notes, and we're going to go from the first drive all the way till the end of the game. I'm just getting my screens together. Hold on a second. All right. Guys, we talked about running the ball on first down. There were people in my comments telling me that we need to fire DeMarco Murray. The offensive line is trash, this and that. And I told you, it was not the offensive line. There is nothing wrong with the running back room. We just need to actually call run plays on first down. Somebody heard me, because we haven't shown any of this leading up to this game. This should have been the game plan against Texas, but it wasn't. It is what it is. So in comparison, we ran the ball on first down against Texas 5 times. You want to know how many times we ran the ball on first down with the running back in this game? 21 times. 19 of those went to Torrey Blaylock and Xavier Robinson. 11 of those went to Torrey Blaylock, 8 went to Xavier Robinson. Running the ball on first down 21 times. And that was the trend for the first half. And then for some reason, we went away from it in the second half. But we're gonna go through it. Let's start here, man. So first offensive series. Once again, tell me how we can't run the ball on first down, because we did it. We got a penalty. We got backed up. We had like a second and 20, or first and 20. Xavier Robinson gave me 18 yards, saved the drive, because we came out wanting to throw the ball on first down again. He saved that drive for us. All right. Drive continues. We end up getting a touchdown by Torrey Blaylock. But in that drive, he had 4 carries for 45 yards. That's 11.3 yards per carry in the first offensive series. That is running the football, guys. How do y'all feel? How did y'all ever doubt the offensive line that they can't run the football? And I was telling you, it's the play call scheme. We ran a lot more downhill stuff this game. We got downhill this game, and we did a damn good job. First defensive series, man. South Carolina got aggressive. They got a big run on 4th and 1. The fullback busted up the middle, but the defense held, and they tried to go for it again. Turnover on downs. Defense stopped. This defense, as you're going to see this entire game, the defense just incredible. at a loss for words with how well that the defense played. Incredible. This man, I bro, I've been begging for this. This is a championship defense. This is the best defense in college football. Let's keep going, man. Second offensive series, Blaylock got more carries. Now, we ended up punting that series. But Blaylock went 3 for 16, 5.3 yards per carry. Come on, coach. Give me more of that. Keep feeding me that. We might have punted this series, but we know that we can run the football against this team. We should know that we can run the football going forward. So we ended up having to punt. Our second defensive series, South Carolina got like 1 yard, 3-and-out punt. Defense not letting them smell anything. Third offensive series. All right, we started on our own 8. Okay. We get a 5-yard run from Blaylock, so we're staying ahead of the chains. Then we start coming out and empty. What are we doing? Why are we getting first downs and then the first thing we want to do is hurry up and try to get to empty? Coach in his bag, man. We had a crucial down in which we came out in empty. We're trying to go get a first down. We called a timeout. Then we came back out in a 3-by-1 set. It looked good. At least with that, we have a run or pass option because we're gashing them on the run, so they have to respect it. When you come out in empty, there's no, you don't have to respect any part of the run game. So when South Carolina saw that, they called a timeout. And then we came back. We got a one-on-one situation with Satania. He came up big, got the first down. We go all the way down. We get a 10-yard rushing touchdown by Xavier Robinson. Both backs contributing. The backs are just run. At this point in time in the game, guys, we were sitting at 126 rushing yards in the first half. If he would have stuck to it in the second half, we probably could have went for 300. Understand, we are actually running the football. In the first half, we ran the football with running backs 14 times. In the second half, we only did it 7 times. I don't know why we cut it down, but it is what it is, man. We still got the win. But running the ball on first down in the first half, we did it 14 times. That's being committed to the run game. That's what I want to see at the University of Oklahoma. Going forward in every game that we play, this should be the recipe. Because when we play with this recipe, there's nobody that can play with us. We proved that against South Carolina. We proved that against Alabama. But it has to be this. Anything other than this, and we're struggling. We're losing. One possession games. And it definitely should not be that. Let me look over here. They did what they should have done versus Texas, but overall nice win. That's what they should have did. I agree. Okay, yeah, whatever. We ran the football. All right, let's go back. Third defensive series. We get back-to-back sacks. Now South Carolina is one-dimensional. Scores 14-0. And they have to be one-dimensional. They ended up getting a conversion, but not this series. They got a conversion the next series. But look, they couldn't get the short down yardage, and they had to punt. And by this time, after this third series on offense and defense, The time of possession of OU is 14 minutes, 49 seconds. South Carolina, 8 minutes, 9 seconds for a difference of 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Guys, running the football and winning the time of possession. That is the key to winning football games. And not turning the football over. And we didn't do that this game. Because John Mateer didn't have to throw the ball as much. He wasn't throwing the ball 40 times. We threw the ball enough. And when we were successful on those attempts, that's because they were playing man. We getting guys winning, beating their man. We didn't have to play too much against an 8-man zone because they had to respect the run. They couldn't put 7 people in the zone. They weren't able to do that much this game. And then we started punting the ball, and even going into the second half. After halftime, we came out and we start running the ball with John Mateer. Why is all of a sudden in the second half, after what we did in the first half, John Mateer is starting to get all these carries? Why? Why? We don't need it. He is not a better runner than Torrey Blaylock. He is not a better runner than Xavier Robinson. Keep feeding those guys the ball and give them the ball. Yes, the run game does look different when the offensive line does their job. But that's what I've been telling y'all. It's not the offensive line. They're not the problem. We just have not been running the football. It's in the numbers. We ran the ball way more this game than we have any other game. Aside from that 100-yard rushing performance that Torrey Blaylock had earlier in the year. After the first half stats, South Carolina was 0-6 on third down. 0 for 6 on third down. Defensive dominance. The one touchdown that they did get, they got a short field from a bad punt, and they had everything in the world happen good for them. And they got a touchdown on fourth down after we had already stuffed them on the 3 times in a row at the goal line. We were 5 of 8 on third down. Strong run game. At this point, we had 19 rushes for 136 yards, and only one of those rushing attempts was to John Mateer. We don't need it. We don't need John Mateer to run the football. Our running backs are more than capable. 19 rushes for 136 yards, and one of those rushes were for John Mateer, and he only got 5 yards. So the other 18 rushes and 131 yards were running backs. Give me more of that. It's not hard, man. Trying to rewrite how football is played is not going to happen. Just do what works. And we're going to find out next week how he feels about running the football. If he continues to do that. Or if he just goes right back to what he'd been doing like the offensive coordinator from last year. Time of possession at this point, OU 17 minutes, 23 seconds. South Carolina only had the ball 12 minutes, 37 seconds. A strong run game also helped out Mateer. 13 attempts for 97 yards in the first half. He didn't throw any touchdowns, but guess what? He had no turnovers either. He didn't throw any interceptions. Guys, we know what we have on both sides of the football. But we need for one person to get out of his own way. We're in a day and age to where people are spending too much money on this sport for them to wait on you to figure it out. Coaches are getting fired left and right. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll say it a million more times. I don't want Brent Venables to leave. We need Brent Venables. We need an offensive coordinator that is going to stick to running the football. It works. It works. We have the pieces, we have the players. When we do it, it works. I've given you all the numbers I can give you. There's nothing else to look at. And some of y'all are still saying otherwise. How? Is that what you truly, how you truly watch the game and that's how you felt? Or you just keep hearing these other dudes on YouTube all regurgitate the same nonsense? It's nonsense. I don't care what the Texas fans are saying. They can come here and they control all they want to. I don't care. Fact of the matter is, I know y'all not better than us. But we let you goddamn get one. That's what pisses me off more than anything. We got more football games to play. And this was going to be the easiest one. And we made it look easy. Thank God. We couldn't come out here and afford for this to be a close game. The Oklahoma Sooners played their brand of football for the first time all year. Yes, we beat Michigan. And we ran the ball okay that game. But this, offensively and defensively, the first half, I'm going to say the first half, we got a touchdown in each quarter. 14 points in the first half. And looking at our schedule coming up, we got Ole Miss this week. Coming up. Ole Miss is a good football team. Defensively, we can hold them less than 24 points. I'm calling it. I stand on what I said. I said no team in college football today can score more than 24 points on our defense. And I stand by that. Texas got one offensive touchdown. It just don't happen. This defense is doing everything that they can possibly do. We can't ask for another squeeze of anything out of this defense. Let them maintain what they're doing and continue to improve individually. We got to clean up on the pass interferences. But then Tennessee, at Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, and LSU. LSU can't run the football. I'm not worried about any of these teams, guys. I'm not. 24 points. Coach, on the offense side, if you give me 26, I'm happy with it. But if you run the damn football, man, we should be scoring a touchdown every quarter. You had a total of 11 possessions. You can give me a touchdown per quarter and get me to 28. and give me a goddamn national championship. I'm gonna read a few more of these comments. I'm gonna respond, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Man, it's like they were listening to you, bro, today, bro. I, I hope somebody was paying attention, or some genius football dude figured it out. It's not genius, man. It's not hard. It's just football, bro. It's just football. Love my Sooners, but we beat a bad South Carolina team. They got a lot of injuries, but we beat them the way we should have beat them. They should really have had zero. That was a fourth down heave into the end zone where the refs missed a blatant holding call that would have actually been a sack. So yeah, they're not a very good team, and I alluded to that. I said we can't lose to them because losing to them in this spot would equal to us being 5-7, and thank God we're not a 5-7 football team. Yes, bro, we should be undefeated right now. But we gotta figure it out. Uh, Definitely do that next week versus Ole Miss. Keep that high speed offense. Uh, that was on the field. Yeah, all of that, man. I need every bit of it. Just just keep running the ball, bro. Ben Arbuckle. Just keep running the ball, bro. we can we can run the ball. It's there. It's there. I know y'all saw him just gashing them. Just physical, just running the football physically downhill, finishing runs. And then the way the defense was, we was hitting people so hard they was throwing flags. That can't be legal. Guess what? He got his head to the side. It was perfectly legal. We're not though. Texas was the better team. No, they were not. Texas was not the better team. Go back and watch the game again. Don't watch the highlights. Go back and watch the whole game. They were not. I adamantly disagree. We came in with a bad game plan. We came in with the same game plan we had last year. Go back and watch the game offensively. And also watched in the first half how we were crumbling their players. Our defensive players was hitting them so hard. That's why I told the Texas fans, y'all were not the more physical team last week. We were. Go back and watch the whole game. I might even go back and no, that's old. I ain't gonna go back and do it. I was gonna say I might make a little video of us being physical, but I ain't. That's old. But no, they were not the better team. I'm sorry. If we would have came in with this game plan, we would have won that game. The scoreboard. So I understand you said the scoreboard says different, but let's talk about the scoreboard. Texas had one offensive touchdown. One offensive touchdown. If we would have got that one offensive touchdown from our offensive coordinator, if he would have ran the football, that would have been a totally different game. But he came out with that, we're going to just throw the ball on first down every down and go 3 and out all the goddamn day. So, yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I understand your sentiment on that. But I'm looking at those two football teams. And Arch Manning didn't do anything until the second half. By that time, your defense started going out there with nothing to play for. They did have one more touchdown than we did. But anyway, that's over. All facts. Texas wasn't doing anything special. No, they weren't doing nothing special. That's classic. Beat yourself. That's classic. You beat yourself. Offense coordinator didn't do anything. He had a quarterback coming back from surgery, and he decided that the quarterback needs to throw the ball 38 times and needs to run the ball 15 times. That's coaching. That has nothing to do with the players. Nothing. All right, man. That's all I got. I hope y'all enjoyed the game as much as I did. Um, Comment, like, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, man, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Uh, it helps wonders. I know people say that all the time, but it's the climbing subscribers that makes me want to take time out of my personal time and my personal day to do this to entertain you guys. And I actually enjoy doing it. Um, I'm not making any money from it yet. I'm still considered fairly new at it, and I'm striving to improve all the time. I don't know if y'all noticed, there's better camera quality. I went and spent my own money on a camera just so I could make better videos than doing it on my cell phone, lights, computer, just different stuff like that, man. So I'm not asking for any money. I'm just asking you to go ahead and subscribe and let the algorithm do its own thing. And I appreciate all the comments, whether I agree with you or not, or even if you just coming by the troll, man. Those are comments that goes in to the little YouTube space, and it lets them know that I am improving and they should pump my videos more. So it's all welcome. I'm gonna be doing more than just OU content. I will be doing some basketball content, boxing content, because I have a lot of knowledge on a lot of sports. I don't do hockey and I don't do baseball. But MMA and everything else like that, I'm gonna be bringing it, man. So, once again, thanks sincerely from the bottom of my heart, man. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all college football Saturday.